Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc's Dumpster, where it's a review of the movie Ready to Rumble. Now, I thought since this was, WWE TLC Sunday, I thought, well, why not review a wrestling-related movie? And for some reason, this is the only one that came off the top of my head to review, but let's get this party started. Gordy and Sean are big-time wrestling fans. They fantasize about getting into the ring and all of this. And, well, they find out that WCW Monday Nitro is coming to Wyoming. And, of course, naturally, they're excited about it. Mainly because they're going to go see their hero, their idol, who is the WCW current world champion, well, back then current, Jimmy King. They go see the show. Everything seems to be going just fine until the CEO, Titus Sinclair, decides to kind of turn the tables a little bit on the finish of the match when Jimmy King's taking on Diamond Dallas Page, and they kind of pull what they now call a Russo swerve, and DDP winds up getting the world title with some help from some friends of his. Too many guys to name and his help in getting the world title. So Jimmy King is pretty much blackballed, and he winds up going back home, and Sean and Gordy decide they want to try and find him and try and talk him to get back into wrestling. Well, they wind up in New York City, where DDP is cutting a promo on Jimmy King, and Jimmy comes, attacks him from out of nowhere. And that's when Titus decides to have Jimmy King and Diamond Dallas Page go at it in a triple cage match for the world title and $1 million up for grabs. Well, the big match happens, and, well, it turns out only Gordy and Jimmy are there. Sean got taken back by his dad to try to become a police officer. The triple cage match happens, and all kinds of crazy things are happening. And, well, Sean kind of comes to the rescue riding on a motorcycle, crashing into the cage. And Sting comes to the rescue also to help out with Jimmy King to try to win the match. And so does Goldberg. And, yeah, pretty much, long story short, Jimmy King gets the world title back. And so the movie somewhat ends with Gordy talking to some kids outside of what looks like a convenience store, telling them that your dreams can come true, while Goldberg and Gordy, Sean was talking to the kids. Goldberg and Gordy wind up tossing the clerk out of the store because he's being mean to kids. And it ends with a guy named Sal, who was a trainer in this movie, in the back of a Hummer with some Nitro girls driving off. Movie stars, as you can see right there, David Arquette, Oliver Platt, Scott Conn, Joe Pantoliano, Rose McGowan, Martin Landau, and pretty much just about everybody in WCW at the time. But the big question is, does this movie belong in a dumpster? Oh, absolutely it does. This movie, as everybody knows, tried to save WCW's financial problems that they were having, and obviously if it was a success, WCW would probably still be here, but unfortunately it wasn't, and the movie bombed horribly at the box office. I think it was about around a budget of around $24 million and made a little over half that back at the box office. I really felt this movie was a complete insult to wrestling fans. The advertisement for it itself looked like it was a lot of fun, but the movie made wrestling fans look like, well, fill in the blank there. I really just did not like this movie at all. I can't believe it. I can't say it was really a movie that was hyped up, but all the ideas they had to try to make people go see the movie and make them some money, including, as you all know, making David Arquette the world's champion, and then having him turn on Diamond Dallas Page at the pay-per-view they were doing. Yeah, and people say Total Nonstop Action Impact Wrestling has a bunch of bad ideas. So yeah, not a great movie. Not a whole lot of fun to watch. It was a really big disappointment. But however you feel about it, love to hear from you guys in the comments below. But there you guys have it, a review of Ready to Rumble. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you've got a movie that you think deserves to be put into a dumpster and have that door slammed shut, suplexed, or maybe even body slammed as hard as it can be, send it my way, and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on.